Have you ever had this brilliant idea for a video, but it just never happened? Well, we're going to change that today. I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI to build a complete video plan, from the very first word of your script to the final shot on your storyboard. Let's dive in.
So, does this feel familiar? You've got this amazing concept buzzing around in your head, but the moment you try to actually produce it, you just hit a wall. That big gap between a great idea and a finished video, that's where so many awesome projects go to die. And that, right there, is the creator's biggest challenge. How do you take that spark of inspiration and turn it into a concrete, doable plan? Today, we are going to solve that problem by putting some seriously powerful and really accessible AI tools to work for us. And the solution is a two-step process that pros have used for decades, only now it's totally supercharged with AI. First, we're going to lock down the script. Then, we'll map out the entire visual plan with a storyboard. Okay, let's kick things off by crafting the message. And we're not just going to treat the AI like a word generator. No, we're going to think of it as our professional script co-pilot, helping us create something that really truly connects with an audience.
First things first, you gotta pick your tool. Any of the big ones, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, they'll all get the job done. The principles we're about to cover are gonna work for any of them.
Now this prompt is the secret sauce. It's all about how you ask. Step 1 is so important. You give the AI a job title. Telling it to be a senior conversion copywriter plus a creative director forces it to think about persuasive words and visuals right from the start. Then you just feed it the basics: length, topic, audience. Set a clear goal. Is this for TikTok or YouTube? And finally, you lay down the law. You need a strong hook, a fast pace, a simple story, and a clear call to action. This is how you go from a generic response to a professional-grade script.
So, you've got a fantastic script. Awesome. But you know what? That's only half the battle. A script tells you what to say, but it doesn't show your audience what to see. It's time to turn those words into entire worlds. It really is that simple, but it's such a critical distinction. The script, that's what to say. The storyboard, that's how it's all seen. It's the visual plan that makes sure your images and your message are perfectly in sync. A great storyboard is so much more than just a few sketches. It's the director's master plan. It dictates everything: the camera angles, the pacing, the rhythm, but most importantly, it maps out the emotional journey you want your viewer to go on. Okay, here's the prompt that magically turns your script into a full-blown visual plan. And guess what? We start with a role again: creative director for social media video ads. This gets the AI thinking in quick, punchy, scroll-stopping visuals. Then you give it your script. But here's the real key. You have to be specific about what you need for each scene: visual descriptions, shot types, camera moves, on-screen text, even sound design. You are literally teaching the AI to think like a video producer. All right, I know what a lot of you are probably thinking right now. This all sounds amazing, but I can't even draw a convincing stick figure. This is the exact moment where most people just give up on storyboarding. But that's the old way of thinking. I mean, seriously, what if you just can't draw? For generations of creators, that was a huge roadblock. But today, that question is becoming totally irrelevant. Let me be perfectly clear. You absolutely do not have to be an artist anymore. You can take those amazing visual descriptions your AI just came up with and use a whole other set of tools to bring your storyboard to life with AI-generated images. For example, tools like Boards are built specifically for this. You can take your scene descriptions, plug in your AI images, and just organize everything into a clean, professional storyboard. It's perfect for sharing with a team or just keeping yourself on track. Or, hey, you could use a tool you probably already have, like Canva. It has all these templates that make it super easy to just drag and drop your AI images and text, letting you lay out your frames in minutes.
And if you want a more freeform, creative approach, there's Milanote. It's kind of like a digital corkboard. It's perfect for building out your storyboard while also collecting all your other notes and inspiration in one collaborative spot.
So when you put all of this together, what you end up with is a completely new, incredibly fast creative workflow. It's a system that just rips down all the old barriers and lets you amplify your actual vision.
This is what it looks like in action. You start with a really detailed prompt, and the AI handles all the heavy lifting: the scripting, the shot planning, the whole shebang. This doesn't replace your creativity. It frees you from all the tedious stuff so you can focus on the big picture: the story, the vision, the emotion.
And this leads to a brand new way of thinking. It's about acting like a creative director or a strategist and then using AI as your ridiculously fast and talented production team to execute that vision. This is the core of what people are starting to call hyperintelligence.
Look, the tools are here, and they are more accessible than they have ever been. That barrier that used to exist between your idea and a finished video plan, it's pretty much gone. So the only question left is, what story are you going to tell first?